My name is Theophilus Sosi. I am the broadcaster with ATL-FM in the University of Cape Coast, and I'm also the lead consultant for Standard PR. It's a public relations and communications consultancy firm. We're based in the university. Most of the time we provide public speaking training for students in addition to what we also do, because there are a lot of small ventures on the university campus and beyond who do not have too much money to be able to establish their own PR departments. And so what we do is to provide for them advice on how they can stay on top of the market. We involve ourselves in brand management, reputation management, among others, helping businesses to stay on the top when it comes to issues of dealing with their customers and also informing the public in relationship with the media also. I think my background as a broadcaster also contributed to this, and while as a student in the University of Cape Coast, I also had the opportunity to serve as SRC Public Relations Officer. I think these two helped me understand the need for every organization to have a public relations setup. The challenge for most small setups is that they did not have the money to fully finance public relations departments. I felt it would be very important to have a consultancy firm that will be targeting small enterprises who need to survive with regards to the public relations competition that most bigger businesses run. In the next 5 years, because we are based in Cape Coast, we are looking at expanding our efforts beyond the University of Cape Coast to reach out to the central region, where we are based in. Also looking at trying to reach out to Western region. We are operating as a matter of a need to people who will really need these services, because we know that there are a lot of PR companies in the capital of Ghana, in Accra, where most of these companies exist. But the challenge is that nobody's really holding the fort. Companies or small enterprises within the Cape Coast metropolis, even in the central region and the western regions. We realize that PR companies are quite deficient in these areas. So in our 5-year plan, we're looking at taking over the market in the central region and the western region, and then slowly, after we have understood that market, we can extend our services to other parts of the country and probably go beyond to Africa and even global. With regards to the PR industry, it's quite a competitive one, and it is one that is based on trust. Trust is quite a very rare commodity in our country and even in the world, so that has been quite a challenge. PR agencies usually deal with repairing and fixing the reputation of other companies or enterprises, and the person who has to repair or replace or fix that reputation needs to himself or itself have that reputation. So as a growing organization, as a growing PR organization, those are the challenges you face. People would question whether or not you'll be able to do what they want, or whether or not you've got the experience to tackle what you're supposed to tackle. So that's been the challenge for us at Standard PR. In a country like Ghana, there are a lot of bureaucracies that you have to go through, registering your business, among others, and those also serve as some challenges, but slowly we are going beyond those challenges, and I think that we have consultants within Standard PR who are strategically placed. Well, proudest moment for us has been basically the efforts we do to reach out to students. That's more fulfilling for us, because we know that students usually have quite profound challenges with regards to for instance, students who are struggling with the fear of public speaking. Like I said, we have a flagship program, Public Speaking 101, where we give training to people who are scared of public speaking or want to hone or finesse their skill of public speaking. And so those have been the very fun times, especially with the events that we organize for students. But slowly we're also getting some appointments and some calls to do some consultancies for some very big companies, and that has also been some very, very great moments for us. But the organization is in transition, and we're making some slight progress, and I think with time we can make very, very strong progress. Okay, I think that entrepreneurship in itself is very difficult. Anyone who says it's quite an easy venture with a bed full of roses and a rosy road will be lying. Entrepreneurship can be difficult and it's quite challenging. It's a very challenging journey. But the secret to excelling in entrepreneurship is trying to locate that aspect, that sector, that department where you would have a passion for. So for instance, if you've got a background for PR, if you've got a background for journalism, you know you can wake up every morning and say to yourself, so I'm going to do the thing I love. That's usually the passion that drives you to strive for what you want to do. But if it's just something that is born out of some belief or some thought that it would pay off commercially, then most of the time there will be a very big struggle, and that's where the stress will set in. But I think that young people should prepare their minds that the world out there is quite a tough one, and you need to be very smart and very resolute to succeed in it. So the first step is in identifying what you love to do, and the second is pressing yourself to doing what you want to do, because it's not enough for you to have passion for something or to have a love for some activity, but you need to really press yourself to do it, because even though challenging, the journey is very rewarding. Facebook, my profile is Saki Sosi, and I have a Facebook page. It's Theophilus Sosi. You can follow me right there. On Twitter, it's at Saki Sosi also, and on LinkedIn, it's Theophilus Sosi. These are the three places where I'm quite active. But for Standard PR, currently we are very active on Facebook, Standard PR. If you look for Standard PR, you'll be able to contact us. Basically, we want to try and reach out to all students. The issues concerning PR for a very long time have been quite underestimated because people think they can handle themselves. We contacted on the university campus. Anytime you decide to pass by ATL FM, you'll be able to reach out to myself, or you could be directed to any of our consultants to assist you. But basically, the issues of public relations and communication are very important. Every individual needs to protect their brand, and every individual needs to make sure someone tells their story right. And every individual also needs to finesse their ability to communicate to people. And these are basically the things that we do at Standard PR. So at Standard PR, we believe that the future is standard. And if you want standard communication, standard public relations, we are the best enterprise you've got. Thank you.